Happy lunch hour, gang. Okay, Friday, and so far, relatively quiet today, which is good. The only news coming out of Europe right now is that Putin supposedly has agreed to talk to Zelensky about ending hostilities, which would be good, all right, which would be fantastic. Not that the damage is already done to Russia's reputation, but at least that would mean that we're not heading toward any sort of bigger war. Uh, on a first note here, Norman Chapman did get a hold of me this morning, so he has claimed the Delta 1300. So I just wanted to let you guys know that is taken care of. He has claimed the prize. Then also talked to Elliot over at Wellbots today, and they are now sold out of not only the generators, but also the generator package with the solar panels. So if you want a new one, they will honor the coupon. He said they expect to get the refurb models in again in probably about a month. Don't know if the coupon will be good then or not. So, but that's the latest I've got on that. So, I want to get to something that surprisingly enough, has not got a whole lot of attention. And believe it or not, is very hard to find information on. We all know that the trucker convoy started, the Freedom Convoy US version started yesterday. And news is hard to find on it, if you will. Now, I commented on the video that it was a bust day one, and maybe that kind of got misunderstood is what I was saying. The convoy that was coming out of Pennsylvania was a bust because it had all of one truck in it. So one truck does not make a convoy. Now, the one in California started yesterday, and that has made it from California to Arizona. And so now they'll be taking off again sometime again this morning. Mind you, it's 3 hours behind us. So this is 10:45 my time right now when I'm recording this, so figure it's 7:45 in the morning. They've probably eaten breakfast at the moment. But apparently that convoy is about 1,000 trucks so far and 6 miles long. And the hard part is to find some video from it. But I wanted to show you guys this real quick. A video, a little bit of the trucks, and obviously some of the people that are supporting them on the overpasses and stuff. From stories that I have seen is the truckers are saying every overpass they're going over, there's people and everything like that. Now, take a look at this, and then we'll come back here in a second. Okay, so as you can see, it's getting there. There's a bunch of POVs, personal owned vehicles, civilian cars, sorry, military term, involved in there too. And you can see the flags and the honks and everything like that. So it's good. The thing is this, and I'm going to put it out there for you. And you all know I'm 150% supportive of this, okay? But is it too little too late? Does it really mean anything? Because according to the leader, whatever it is, the video that he put out about one of the convoys going in, this is all about the mandates. Great. Like I said yesterday, we really haven't talked about the mandates, about COVID or anything like that in 3 weeks. Hasn't been in the news because personally, we haven't had to wear a mask in Tennessee in over a year, okay? There aren't any business closures, shutdowns. People can wear a mask if they want, not wear a mask if they want, whatever it would be. Sure, you have the vaccine mandates, but I have yet to go anywhere where somebody has said you have to have it or not. Then again, I don't live in one of these idiotic blue states. If you're in New York or California or Illinois or something like that, sure, could be completely different. Then again, my question is, why the hell are you still there? But I get it. Just saying that facetiously. Now, what would be more pertinent, I guess, if you will, is if the convoy kind of evolved again, like Canada's did. Canada started against the mandates and then eventually started to turn into more of a mandate against Trudeau and his tyrannical government. The same thing should be happening here, in my personal opinion. Not only against the few mandates that are left in the United States, but where is the protest against illegal immigration? I mean, 2 million immigrants, illegal immigrants, came across the southern border last year. Who knows what the number is already this year? We're 7 weeks into the year. There's already stories out there that you have the George Soros-backed groups saying the United States needs to let Ukrainian refugees in willy-nilly. Okay? Guys, we can't move the entire population of the world into the United States. I've said many times, the United States is not defined by the landmass it's on. It's defined by the people that are here and the way of life. You bring in everybody else who now wants to have all their, I don't know, pick something, restaurants, soccer, rooting, whatever would be their way of life here, then this ceases to be the United States. Okay. But, who's going to pay for all this there, George? You going to shell out billions and billions and billions to house and feed all these people? Because I sure as hell can't afford it. I hate to tell you this. Now, should we be protesting something like that? Oh, I don't know, maybe. Should we be protesting the complete mismanagement of the Federal Reserve and the reason why we have inflation? Oh, that might be a good idea. Should the trucker convoy be discussing things like crime going out of control in the United States? Oh, that might be a good idea. Should the protest be something along the lines of the absolute destruction of race relations, sending us back to the 1950s by the Democrat Party? I mean, if you all didn't notice, Potato Joe this morning nominated his Supreme Court, or it's announced that he's going to nominate who he's going to nominate this week to be the new Supreme Court Justice to replace Stephen Breyer. And true to his word, it is a black female. Nothing against her whatsoever. If she's qualified, hey, that's all fine and dandy. But to come out and say, I'm only going to nominate a black female, that is no different, if you will, absolutely 100% no different than a company putting a help wanted sign out that says whites only need apply. Can you imagine the uproar? Exact same thing happened. This is the White House is violating federal law by doing exactly what they did. Okay. They don't see it that way. And of course, the corrupt Justice Department we have, of course, will not ever go after something like that. But think about that. When Biden basically put the sign out, says, help wanted, Supreme Court Justice, black females only need apply. No different than XYZ company saying, accounts payable clerk wanted, white males only need apply. Exact same thing, guys. All right. Those are the types of things that the trucker convoy, in my opinion, should morph into. Okay? Because the truckers stand up for our rights. They are one group, if you will, that can really make a difference, because this country stops without trucks. The software developers of America protest isn't going to make squat. The video game guys ain't going to make squat, okay? But without truckers, we've got nothing. So, they are a pretty powerful group. I mean, i.e., go back to the Teamsters, if you will. Jimmy Hoffa, pretty powerful group, okay? They need to be telling Washington, this has got to stop, because their jobs are being taken, their lives are being threatened, the truckers specifically, okay? We are bringing in, countless amounts of illegals that are driving trucks in the United States, okay? Because they're, California will give them licenses, okay? Great. Now you're an illegal, but you can have a CDL and drive a truck in California. Crime rates are going up. Don't anybody tell me, gee, you're calling them all rapists and murderers. I'm not, okay? But you tell me how many illegals have already been shown to be here committing crimes, have been deported 5 times, and now have murdered 2 people, okay? Plenty. This is where this needs to go. I'm hoping that this convoy and everybody that supports it adds on some more criteria, if you will, for what they're demanding. We have the right to freedom of assembly. We have the right to freedom of speech. It'll be very interesting to see how the government squashes this one, okay? Which again will be in the Biden administration's long litany of constitutional violations. But we'll see what happens. Until then, honk honk, pinball out.